HIPPY is a program. HIPPY stands for Home Instruction for Parents of Preschool Youngsters. HIPPY is a program that really empowers the parents and recognizes the parent as the first and best educator of their children. It starts when the child is 3 and finishes when the child is 5. And we work with home visitors who are actually parents in the program themselves. So the home visitors go into the home, they sit down with the parent for about an hour and go through the HIPPY materials.
They're not ready for school. They don't know their shapes, they don't know colors, they don't know how to cut with scissors, they don't know how to follow instructions and pay attention. And that's the kind of support that HIPPY offers through our school readiness program.
Most of the parents we work with, they're isolated. Most of them are new immigrants with English as their second language. So they have all these barriers, and most of them live on low income. They're low-income families that cannot afford most of the things that middle income and higher income families can. It's both ways really. The children are learning and the parents are learning.
We joined the program immediately and we really enjoyed the program the first year. The second year, they have a job opening for Chinese instructor. So I started to work for HIPPY after I worked with HIPPY worked with my daughter for 1 year.
Parents can teach other parents, so that's why we hire home visitors as parents to teach, because they are peers. And not only that, they also understand where these parents are coming from, because they come from the same background.
Nancy, my daughter, yeah, her name is Nancy. I can see how, you know, the improvement in learning skills, and also because we all have the group meeting every other week with other parents, so you have a chance to to know other parents, and we'll have like social, and it helped me.
I feel myself as a second language speaker. I learn lots of things, you know, especially learn what education is, how I am important as a parent for my child, for her education.
Sometimes the children that don't speak English have been frightened of me, and they would run away and hide. And I didn't understand what was going on for a few months until I asked the mother, "Why does your child run away from me?" And she said, "Because he doesn't understand what you're saying, so he's frightened. He's frightened of anyone who speaks English." So it took about 3 months until he would finally even sit beside me and say hi. And so what the program did for him was to introduce him to English in a very gentle, supportive way through me and his mother. And he came out of his shell, and he began to go out into the world and not be as afraid.
This year we're working with 71 children, so 71 families. But actually this is a reduction from the number of families we used to work with about 2 years ago. We had a reduction in funding and we didn't get enough funding, so we had to reduce the number of families and turn a lot of families away.
Frustration is a good word, because you know, the modern way of doing things in education is to have measurable outcomes. If they start off 2 or 3 years behind, how long does it take them to catch up? Well, maybe they don't, and HIPPY, you know, helps that. So that's what I'm trying to convince donors, that it's in their best interest and society's best interest to have kids start at the same starting line.
The Vancouver Foundation actually was a pioneer. It was one of the first foundations that funded the first 4 years, the pilot stage of the program from 1999. So they really were a foundation that saw the value and the importance of this program in making sure that parents are involved in their child's education right from the beginning. It fills a need for parents that don't have the courage and the means to take their child to a classroom, whatever preschool setting, you know, those parents that really need a lot of encouragement and a lot of confidence to build their self-confidence in themselves, and really recognizing that they can do this. They can be a teacher of their child.